because we got a reporter sitting around the 710 405. Right now, as I speak here, we're south on the 710 coming up over the 105. All is well here northbound. Southbound looks a little slow. More coming up. Do not go away. It's sure to be an accident. This is Super 1 and Super Lord outbound. Jump on. Hey, that's
accident attorneys and their time of need after being injured in an accident and moving on. Will be the transfer. The life is changed, you're in pain, you might not be able to drive over. The worst part is the insurance company is able to protect you, but try to pay you the least amount possible for your injury. The penalty claims will not they'll help you get the medical care you need and help you get the medical care. If you are someone who loves written action, call 800-500-5200,
Durango SRT 830. This is our first transition. It'll be a drive and a 2.4 heater 470.
And now, here's Phil Handel. Good morning on a Tuesday, everybody. November 23, as we start another show. With a wake-up call. And, you know, there's a box outside with pasta. And, in the lobby, the people being very, very generous with their 3 boxes of pasta in there. And
stop it! It was full this morning.
You know, I didn't notice.
It's very full.
Okay, then I have to need another box. But
is this by the front entrance?
Yeah, I know just as you come in off the elevator.
All right, I will take a picture. I will take a photo of it, and we can see who's telling the truth. Wonder which of us.
We're starting to build up pasta. You know, a lot of people are dropping off boxes of pasta that come in bulk, like you get at Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco, that are wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, 6 boxes shrink wrapped in a single.
Yeah, really nice. Same thing with the sauce. You know, those double sauces that come with that sort of a 6-can top. That plastic business that you take the top off that people cut to make sure the sea turtles who live in the landfills don't have these things around their neck.
Looking at me. He has teased me relentlessly for years for doing that.
She cuts those plastic tops so it can't go in around a sea turtle's neck.
A lot of people do that. Why single her out?
Because she works here. And we work with her. That's why. Yeah.
So since you brought this up about Pastathon and people donating, do you want to tell people who might want to get in on the donation action?
And one other thought that just came to me. If you're looking to buy a sea turtle, there are 6 of them that are attached to those things, and you just pull them off.
Hands all up. Okay, that was too far even for me.
Okay, Pastathon. It's our 11th annual KFI Pastathon. We help Chef Bruno's charity, Katarina's Club, provide over 25,000 meals to kids in need every week across Southern California. So here you go. Donate at pastathon.com. And there was yesterday I went to a Smart and Final, by the way, and over the loudspeaker, it was all about KFI and Pastathon, which is kind of nice. 100% of your donation, if it's money, goes to Katarina's Club, or you can go to any Smart and Final store and donate $10 or more at checkout to provide 14 meals to kids, courtesy of Barilla Pasta. You can drop pasta and sauce donations at any Anaheim or at the Anaheim White House from now through the 4th every day. Good time to go have dinner there too, by the way. I'm going to try to get there during the holidays. Jennifer did, and it's just really nice. And bring some pasta with you. Bring a lot of pasta. And you can find another pasta and sauce drop-off locations. Go to pastathon.com. And coming up next Tuesday, November 30th, Tim Conway broadcasts his show from the Anaheim White House. And every show will have a virtual hour on Instagram. Wednesday, wake-up call. That's on December 1. Friday, December 3, we do it from 9 to 10. Okay.
That'll be fun.
That should be fun. All right, guys, ready to do it?
Yeah.
Yep. Handle on the news. Jennifer. Oh, let's say hello. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Wayne. Hello, Alex. Hello, Tyler. There you go. I've done it. Handle on the news. With Jennifer, Wayne, and me, lead story. And we're finding more about that SUV driver who plowed into that parade, that Christmas parade in suburban Milwaukee, killing 5 people, injuring 48, and there are a pile of kids in really serious condition, critical condition. We'll do more about that at 7 o'clock and dive into that a little deeper. We have some new information about it.
Speaking of kids, you've got about 80% now of kids in the LAUSD who have gotten at least one shot of the COVID-19 vaccine, and that was by the deadline. And I guess they're saying so about 44,000 kids have not met the deadline. And some people are saying, hey, there was no immediate penalty if you didn't get your kid vaccinated by the Sunday deadline. So maybe some parents thought, it's no big deal. But families who don't comply will have to enroll their kids outside of LA Unified or transfer them to City of Angels, which is an independent study program.
Yeah, that I think is funded by LA Unified, if I'm not mistaken. Now that gets kind of interesting. I want to bring up 2 points. One, it is impressive, negatively impressive in my view, that even people who have been vaccinated will not vaccinate their kids, and a really good number of those people. Also, why, if vaccination is so important, it's under a mandate, and it's a public health issue, I don't know why the school district just says, hey, here you go. Either your kid gets vaccinated and go to school, or you homeschool the kid. That's it. Thank you. Conversation over. I don't know why. If I were running the school district, I would not help parents who don't vaccinate their kids. I just wouldn't do it.
You probably wouldn't help parents who do vaccinate.
That's actually true, too. That's a good point.
Well, I don't know if you remember the scandal at a testing lab in Valencia. There were a lot of deficiencies and irregularities, and they were worried that it was affecting the accuracy of the COVID-19 test results being run at this lab that cost, I think, $25 million to open up, and then runs under like $1 billion contract with the state. Well, they've done their investigation, and here comes the punishment. There will be no punishment at all.
But let's be fair. The investigation found that the problems that this lab had were no more than problems found at other labs.
Yes,
It was less than 1%, a tiny fraction of 1%, and that's just what happens at labs. So the scandal, oh my God, they're really screwing up, no more so than other labs. And because humans are involved, and humans make mistakes.
Although,
for me.
Tell me what you make of this. At one point, the State Health Department's Laboratory Field Services Division did issue a notice they were going to impose sanctions. And then, 10 days later, the state renewed the contract to operate the thing, to have this company, PerkinElmer, operate it for the state, $1.7 billion no-bid contract. So what happened in those 10 days when one part of state government said, we are going to have some sanctions?
One of two things happened. Number one, a lot of paper bags full of cash were handed out, which I don't think happened, by the way. The other one is whatever deficiency is, they fixed them. and said,
But
here you
somebody
go.
has to come to Laboratory Field Services and say, hey, let's back off on these sanctions that you
I
are
don't
wanting
know,
to
unless they came back and issued a report or issued a directive, you got to fix it.
You are remarkably uncynical about this particular
Yeah,
situation.
I'll tell
It
you
is
why.
astonishing
As soon
to
as
me.
I read that it's a fraction of 1% and the mistakes are no more than other labs, yeah, I tend to say, okay, let's compare it to whatever is going on with the world. And, you can, now the $1.7 billion in a no-bid contract, I'm more upset about that. But then again, let me ask this question. We had to have testing out there instantly. We didn't have time to wait. The bidding process is a complicated process. It takes time. In some cases, it takes months to bid and analyze, and it goes through committees, and then it goes through the city council. So this was an emergency measure, and they had no choice. So, not that government didn't screw up in many ways. The fraud, for example, is just astronomical that happened. But again, what do? Do you choose oversight, which takes a lot of time, or do you simply write a check, do what you have to do, and say, we'll just take the hit because people have to have the testing, the vaccine, the stimulus money.
Yeah, the unemployment
Yeah.
benefit.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and do more handle on the news. Jennifer.
Texas is sending 10,000 state troopers and National Guard soldiers to the border. Governor Abbott took action in response to reports of 3,000 migrants making their way through Mexico to the U.S. A man in New York who threatened to slaughter members of Congress will spend the next 19 months in prison. Brendan Hunt was sentenced yesterday for uploading a video titled "Kill Your Senators," 2 days after the January Capitol attack. And actor Eddie Redmayne says starring in a movie for which he won an Oscar was a mistake. Redmayne won the Academy Award for playing a transgender woman in The Danish Girl. The film has been criticized for not casting a real transgender woman in the role. Redmayne says he made the movie with the best intentions but would not do it now. You're looking at your drive on the 405 with DKFI in the sky next.
As we're speaking of governmental programs and how complicated they can be, here's one that is complicated. And it has to do with you owning a business and managing to keep 5 or more people on the payroll during the pandemic. There is a new government program that will pay you tens of thousands of dollars per employee. And this is not a loan, it's a grant. The problem is getting hold of this money because it is a complicated government program. InnovationRefunds.com will cut through that red tape and get you the money. They are experts at helping businesses like yours get your share of these available government money. And InnovationRefunds.com does all the legwork, doesn't charge any money until you receive your money, and then they take a percentage of the money they get for you. In another program, they got my business a 6-figure refund. The average client in this program is a $250,000 refund. Go to InnovationRefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions. InnovationRefunds.com.
Now through November 30th, during the BMW Ultimate Road Home Sales Event, see a Southern California BMW Center for a credit of up to $2,500 on select models. Visit BMWUSA.com/roadhome for details.
SoCal weather from KFI, mostly cloudy today with highs from the mid-60s at the beaches to the low to mid-70s inland. This report is brought to you by BMW of North America. We're watching your drive on the 405.
You betcha. Thanks, Jim. As a matter of fact, we're orbiting over the 710 405 interchange. I took a few turns for me to find this, but got to be heads up if you're north on the 710 now, leaving the harbor area and getting close to the 405, and you're going to use the transition north 710 to the north 405. Right in the beginning of that transition, there's been a crash, it looks like to me. Part of the left lane is blocked. There's a car up against the center divider wall there and right shoulder. So you can get through, but just be careful. And GHB Freeway Service Patrol, if you're listening, use some help here. I don't think there's anybody here. North of this, the things are good, really. North 710, all the way up to the 5, no problems there. And southbound coming down, there is a rig to the right shoulder, south 710, just past the 405. So just be careful. Back to downtown Los Angeles for a minute. We just got word of something impossible. North 101 around the 10 merge going up towards the 4 level. I'll check that for you. Finally, South 405 getting out of Valley. Just kind of normal stuff. Getting slowed around Big 3 Boulevard. Injured in an accident. Visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Baugh, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Bags under your eyes? That's junk sleep. And Mattress Firm can help. Shop the Black Friday sale and save up to $500 on top-rated brands you'll love, like Sleepy's. Plus, pair the mattress of your dreams with a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
Looking for a good investment? Want to reduce uncertainty, financial risk, and hedge inflation? Here are 8 reasons to consider NRIA's Prime Real Estate Development Fund. Steady monthly cash flow payouts with double-digit targeted returns. Solid, affordable, high-demand home and apartment assets back you. New construction built where housing is badly needed and demand booming. Substantial properties already built and selling right now supporting you. Short and long-term strategies with steady cash flow and appreciation anticipated. An industry leader with a 15-year track record of 3 million square feet built and a pipeline of $1.7 billion of new property in progress. Hedge against inflation and receive steady cash flow. Start your due diligence at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
With school back in session, there's plenty to worry about. CalHope can help with free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special. At Ralph's, we've got a huge selection of high-quality meats on top of fresh, natural produce, like fresh, never-frozen farm-grade beef and our 63 organic Brussels sprouts, or delicious king crab legs with our private selection for baked potatoes. Oh, I forget that doubly fast. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Celebrate with a grade A frozen Kroger turkey. They're just 49 cents a pound. Limit one with your card, an additional $25 purchase. Ralph, fresh for everyone.
Having efficient equipment is essential to operating your small business.
SoCal Gas is here to help you by offering rebates on qualifying energy-saving natural gas equipment.
Save thousands of dollars on tankless hot water heaters, commercial fryers, and more.
They're committed to helping you meet and exceed the challenges of being a small business owner.
Not only will your small business save by using these rebates, but having energy-efficient equipment will stack up savings for years to come.
See how they can help by visiting www.socalgas.com/rebate.
Churches is adding Applewood smoked Texas cut bacon to our all-white meat chicken sandwich. Yep, these two are best flavors forever. Try our new Texas cut bacon chicken sandwiches today. Churches, bringing that down-home flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
Napa Know. Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How. Napa Know-How. At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sales price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
You know you worked hard to build your wealth. You also know one must plan for the twists and turns ahead. The children growing up, empty nest realities, and the joys of retirement. There's something else you need to know. We're not alone. You have a wealth management partner in Edelman Financial Engine to work with you every step of the way. Whether it's personalized advice or our modeling of over 38,000 investments monthly to keep you current and focused. It also helps to know that we use a cost-effective, integrated approach to wealth planning, from tax-optimized portfolios to life-focused advice for retirement and the possibilities ahead. If you're asking, what more can I do to take my wealth potential to the next level? Call to schedule a free, no-obligation meeting with an Edelman Financial Engine's advisor who knows what that takes. Call 833-PLAN-EFE or visit planefe.com today.
The end of cows means the end of me. I have nothing to eat.
You eat pasta.
Pasta makes me fat. John and Ken.
Then just have a little less pasta.
Weekdays at 2.
No, on KFI. Hello, everybody. Handel here, and the morning crew. It is a Tuesday morning, November 23rd. Let's get more into Handel on the news. Jennifer and Wayne and news.
Leave the back, take the cannoli. This is this mural on the side of an apartment building. right in the heart of Venice Beach. And it's this restaurant from Huntington Beach, actually. And the owner there says he believes face masks and vaccine mandates are a tyrannical theft of the public's liberty. And so his message is, leave the vax, take the cannoli. He describes LA County as enemy territory.
Yeah, of course. And look at the menu. Just between the cannoli and the tiramisu, you can actually order the virus. I don't want to, sound too political here. You have a feeling that I'm kind of, you exercise about this issue. I really do. I really do.
Beverly Hills would like you hoodlums and hooligans to know that if you try to cause trouble there, it's not going to work, because apparently all the stores now have bulletproof glass in the front and tight security. And apparently some people over the weekend tried to get into, I think, the Louis Vuitton and the Saks Fifth Avenue with sledgehammers, but they could not break the bulletproof glass in the front of the stores. This, as we hear about they're breaking in. People coming into high-end department stores and just looting the place.
In that sense, I think that has been a pattern of store owners, especially along Rodeo Drive, because you're talking about Louis Vuitton purses at $10,000, much less the jewelry stores. You would think not only would the front glass be bulletproof, even the counters. The glass counter.
Glass.
Yeah.
Exaggerating only slightly, and so much security.
Yeah.
You see a ton of security, and then there's all the other security people that look like security people.
And the Beverly Hills Police show up instant.
Yes, that is
whenever anybody calls.
It really is the wrong place. I mean, I don't know in San Francisco why by now they haven't all toughened up. I mean, I guess they have it. I guess the political climate in Beverly Hills is very different than even in Los Angeles, I would say, let alone in San Francisco.
Well, two things really fast. So the Grove, the Nordstroms at the Grove got hit last night. So it was a smash and grab there. Thieves got in with a sledgehammer in a window. Apparently they took off in 4 cars. They were able to track them down. And then that one at the Nordstrom in Walnut Creek, which is just, 25 miles outside San Francisco, they had 80 people show up. They said it was like a flash mob out of a movie. 80 people drive up in cars that all have their license plates covered. They all bail out of the cars, run into the Nordstroms. They're hitting, I think at least two employees got hit along the way. They snagged all they could and ran out. So how do you do that? That's not even necessarily a smash and grab. That's an organized crime.
Maybe bulletproof or, I guess bulletproof glass.
Well, but they came in during business hours. The stores
there's not
run in and
AR-15s under the counter.
background.
Just start
This is where the reservoir gas.
Then I don't work.
This is competition.
That's a
Both sides has to be
because
safe.
they hate guns.
Oh,
That's true.
that
Whoa,
is true.
that is a dilemma. So one more story.
Lawyers for LA County have asked a judge to dismiss the lawsuit filed by Kobe Bryant's widow over the photos taken of the crash. Now, Vanessa Bryant said that she had emotional distress caused by the photos that were distributed but not shared publicly, just within a small group of people within the LAPD mostly. Now, the attorneys say there's no standing to sue for hypothetical, what may or may not or could happen, that kind of thing. Do they have a case?
Yes, me too.
The argument is
Jungle Book, Toy Story. Can see on the background. First of all, yes, introduced. It's a crazy performance.
But can you get emotional damages? Can you be emotionally damaged if half a dozen cops saw that picture who otherwise were not authorized? I don't know. If I were the judge, I would give it to the county.
But is this a legal question or a factual question?
That's the whole point.
What actually happened?
That's a terrible
Emotional distress. However,
Toy Story.
the situation, you might look and go,
on the
how would that
background.
cause you?
And I'm not
There's a ball is in the corner.
The county is trying to be very legal about it. Like,
It is,
it's
of course.
not possible that anybody could have emotional
No, I
distress
think it's, no, I don't think that's the
as opposed to
case.
having to go to trial and try to say to a jury,
That is an-
oh, she's malingering about it because a normal person wouldn't get upset since they were never disseminated.
Now, that is an issue of fact. However, they talked about dissemination. They talked about public dissemination in the case.
Do you say frozen?
Complaint.